Fala aí galera, tudo bom? Hoje continuando aí com Final Fantasy XVI. Continuar aí a história do Clive. Desse mundo maluco aí, estilo Game of Thrones. Então a gente tá aqui nessa bioma meio que do deserto, né? A gente tem que continuar aí em busca lá do portador lá do Eikon do Titã. Já fiz as missões secundárias todas que estavam aqui, né? Então dá pra simplesmente meter o pé aqui, vambora. Peraí, deixa eu só passar na vendedora aqui, porque eu não lembro, talvez eu tenha... Deixa eu vender aqui o que dá pra vender aqui, 2.000 gilzinhos. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu tenho, preciso comprar poção. Ah, Super Potion precisa. É só Super Potion mesmo e vamos meter-lhe o pé. Pegar o chocobo aqui. E vamos meter o pé. Opa, tem um item aqui. Atrás tem nada. Ali eu acho que eu já fui, né? Ali foi onde eu fiz aquela outra missão. Tinha uma parte que era ali. Enigma das Areias. Vá para a presa do Draco. Que desceu sozinho, né? Chegamos na mandíbula.
There it is, Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Ok. Tá, vamos pra lá. Presa do Draco. Vamos atrás do Kupka aí, o...
Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch!
Caralho.
I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Nossa.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
A caminho da escuridão, tá aí.
Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Foram tranquilos. Pra cá não tem nada mesmo?
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmacia's finest.
Levar aqui.
This one. This one.
pra ali, provavelmente. Deixa eu ver se não tem mais nada por aqui. Achei que tinha visto alguma coisa ali, mas não tem nada não, velho. Só que eu acho que eu não deveria ter usado esse skill. Ele é bom pra poder pegar quando tem um monte de gente, né? Que aí vai lá e pega ali todo mundo. Mas bom, também é um poder que carrega rápido, então... Nossa. É, falei? Carrega bem... Não era pra usar esse, mas tá bom, vai. Ok, pra onde agora? Ah, aqui mesmo.
This must be the way out. Soil and stone!
Nossa. câmera nessa batalha aqui, com esse bicho no lugar apertado, não tá se comportando da melhor forma possível. Quase o pano de leva. Bem pouquinho. E show de bola. Me pergunta se a batalha vai ser realmente muito longa, porque a gente já lutou com ele, né, na teoria, então... Será que vai ter mais uma batalha bem gigante contra ele? Ou será que a gente vai partir logo pra briga de Eikon mesmo?
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough.
Tem uma super
He had to build this
puxa.
castle in it.
Aí é bom. Esperando um pouco as paradas que eu gastei.
Let the trial begin.
Nossa, nossa! Esperei demais. Dá pra defender isso aqui? Dá. Alguém tá um troféu. Nem sei do que é, mas... Mais um. Calma, 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 calma. Aí, agora foi. Tchau, tchau, coveiro. Com esse a gente upa, né? Tá bem pouquinho. 32? Agora 33, nem lembro mais. 32. E aí?
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Não sei se foram os orcs, não, hein? Pauzinho aqui.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
E alguns oponentes usam a habilidade de bravura para revigorar aliados próximos. Meleca, viu?
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Silence! To me, flames!
Caraca, que maneiro. Acertei um time ali certinho, deu um golpe meio diferente. Legal. Nossa, tô me arrombando aqui nessa luta, cara. Só que eu não tô nem vendo o bicho, velho.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Esse, só pular? Não, não é. É, eu tô com pouca Super Potion, mano. Olha que complica, viu?
Just what I needed.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
Eita, nós! Isso, minha filha.
Swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Ele tá vendo a Benedicta ali, cara. E olha, ele tá vendo a Benedicta pelada. Caraca, mané. Lá ele, viu? Ah, o Ifrit ali.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Que isso? Que isso, gente? Que sapecagens, cara. Que isso?
I'll kill you, Rosfield! Oh shit, he's priming.
Not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Então vai ser briga de gigante. É, vai ser. Titan vs Ifrit. Nossa, o visual do Ifrit é muito foda, né, mano? A verdade, dos Eikon no geral é muito maneiro, mas do Ifrit pra mim é especial. Nossa, o titã é muito grande, é óbvio, né? Mano, mas caralho, o bicho é muito gigante, mano. Tá maluco. Tipo, o Ifrit já é, tipo, absurdo de grande. E o Ifrit perto do titã, tipo, é um ratinho. Puta que pariu, viu? Nossa, Deus. Habilidade nova. Olha essa trilha sonora, que coisa magnífica, velho. Tá. Clima predominante de enxofre, R2 quadrado para provocar uma explosão violenta. Segura 2 quadrado por mais tempo para aumentar o raio e a força de explosão. Aperte X a qualquer momento para cancelar o carregamento sem ativar a explosão. If fica invulnerável a dano enquanto carrega enxofre. Porém, se for atacado, a explosão será acionada automaticamente. Nossa. Nossa. Caraca, sofreu, Titã. Tomou, filho. Ih, caralho. Comer? Ah, comeu, mano. Gostoso, crocante. Gostoso. O bicho ficou maior ainda, mano. É sério isso? Ah, porra. O bicho tomou whey, mané. Que isso? Ah, caralho. Oh, muito foda. Pô, vai se fuder. Ah, vai. Caraca, muito foda, mano. Vou lá se lascar, mané. Ô, na moral, que jogo bom, cara. Puta que pariu, velho. Isso aqui é... Nossa, isso aqui é Masterpiece, velho. Ainda não. Pô, desculpa quem não gostou desse jogo. Tipo, eu respeito, mas... eu não entendo. Sinceramente. Respeito, aceito a opinião, mas eu não consigo entender. O que tá tudo bem também. Nossa, olha essa trilha, mano. Caraca, mano. Caralho, o bicho... Nossa. Nossa, tô bem. Soltei muito cedo. Nossa, tomei na cara, mano. Nossa, tomei. Mas também foi burro, né? Eu tinha esquivado e eu voltei pra tomar. Mas tô dando umas bobeiras nessa luta aqui que... Nossa. Oh, apertei pra pular, Ifrit, seu corno. Por que tu não pulou? Porra, aí o Ifrit tá sendo corno também, né? Aí a porra do Ifrit tá na Disney pra caralho. Esse ataque aí eu não entendi como é que eu faço pra esquivar, não, sinceramente. Quebrou bem na hora que chegou ali. Nossa. Mano, tem hora que o Ifrit trola, cara. Tem hora que eu aperto o botão e ele não vai, mano. Ele não dá o pulinho. Agora foi. Ué? Ah, tá. Pegou no finalzinho ainda. Porra. Tá bom então, né? Agora eu esquivei, não sei como, mas eu consegui. Parece que tem um limite de dano que eu posso dar, porque você vê que a barrinha ela não fica cheia ainda, né? Então... Nossa, perdeu o bracinho. Tentáculo de rentão voltou. Caralho. O bicho ainda tá vivo, mano. Vai se fuder. O bicho não vai morrer, não. Esse aqui nem pegou. Calma, desgraça. Quem mandou ser corno? Porra. E tomou o Whey também. Vambora, vambora. Tomei whey, carai. Vai quebrar meu DualSense assim lá na puta que pariu, vai. Macetar a merda do DualSense. Toma um cascudão. Isso aí é eu chegando num primo aí que tá... que tá ali de boa, todo desavisado. Caramba. Aí, macetei o controle. Mas... finalmente, o Titã foi de berço. Foi de Americanas, foi de arrasta pra cima. Não. Tchau, tchau. E ao Hugo, né? Virou cutoco.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Seu Odin, não?
But mythos is stronger.
Confirmar, esse é o Odin, não é? É, não. É, Dominante de Odin, isso mesmo. Odin do final, na batalha. Ah, ele não apenas assumiu o comando do exército, Raul mergulhou somente no conforto, galopando pelo ar, seu corcel de 6 patas, instigando o Bahamut a um duelo que sacudiu o céu. Odin. Durante o exército do reino, conhecido muito como cavaleiro constante, devido ao comportamento sempre prático e a lealdade inabalável ao seu soberano. Receber esse ofensa completo de Barnaba, recebeu o conto total da Ordem de Cavaleiros Reais, apesar de aparentar ser muito jovem. O motivo de prestar auxílio para fugir do castelo continua desconhecido. E o Mitus, né? O nome pelo qual a última se dirige a Clive. Parece ser o título para o receptáculo de poder limitado que ele pretende tornar o jovem senhor marquês, mas apenas o último sabe o que tá.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Mulher, viado demais.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
A pedra areia.
Some medicine, my lord?
Ah, menininha lá.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Oh,
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
eita.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. Thomas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Now, Joshua.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Ok. Vamos voltar pro esconderijo, então. Ih, Star Wars, mano.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Essa música é tão boa. Viu? Parece que tá, mais, tá de boa agora.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
A Jill é uma fofura só, cara. Não dá.
Otto, any word on the royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
I will. A Jill ainda não voltou pra party, né? Então vamos esperar. E a gente vai atrás lá da caçada.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
O Clive tá de boa, eu não posso dizer o mesmo do
Well,
você.
the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Fale com Carol, fale com Blackthorn e com Apócrates. Vou colocar Carol e aproveitar e já comprar uns poção aí que estamos precisando, mané. Blackthorn, ver se, quem sabe, não tem uma espadinha melhor esperando a gente.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'll start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business or pleasure?
Tem nada pra vender.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Vamos aqui no Blackthorn, então.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
What do you need? So, what it be?
Pô, tá aí, ó. É bolo.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. And how am I meant to do that then?
Tá. Não tenho. Pera aí. Eu preciso do osso do bichão ali, né? Tem a de diamante. Level 1. Aqui é melhor em algumas coisas e pior em outras, né? É melhor em tudo.
That it? Fine.
Será que a Carol vende? Eu não...
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Caralho, as crianças, mano.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Vamos lá falar com a Mid. Oh. Chegar lá.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching.
Essa peça
Stack
você
will be made
queria?
up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Tá bom, então. Passar ali, eu vou ver se eu passo no negócio do caçado e vejo lá o que tinha que pegar. Nossa, vai ter um monte. Tem várias aqui, algumas rank mais... Nossa, esse aqui é rank S. Esse aqui definitivamente não é algo pra fazer por agora, não. Temos aqui bem facinhas, mas... Quer dizer, parecem ser facinhas, mas tem outras aqui que, meu Deus, tipo essa. Essa aqui eu nem sei onde tá, né? Será que é a última caçada?
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will ya?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Não é isso.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Ah, vamos levar o Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Ela tá na party. Ela ainda não voltou pra party. Ah, tem várias secundárias. Tem uma secundária aqui. Uma secundária aqui também. Acho que eu vou lá pegar essa daqui primeiro. E aí depois eu... Oh, caramba. Aí depois eu vou lá e faço a outra lá e aproveito e pego a outra secundária também. A secundária tá ali atrás. Ah, deixa eu ver aqui. Onde que tá essa missão?
Good day to you.
Sid.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Vamos ali na frente. Vou falar com gente boa aqui.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite as always. I have a
Fale sua preocupação.
concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Oh.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Ah, tá. Ok, a missão se dividiu, né?
Let's see what the people
3
of the village have to
pontos.
say. I better find out
Vamos ver isso aí, então.
if this is just nerves or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding. The old duchy.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Ok, show de bola. Vamos lá, traz os outros pontos então. Ah, tá, esse daqui eu consigo... Ah, tá por aqui mesmo, né? Tá certo. Ai, ai. Ok.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screeching out from between the trees.
Detrás de ti,
Ran back here
imbécil.
as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Ok, show de bola.
That's bad then.
Ah tá, ele sumiu com outro ponto, né? Tipo...
Shall we go and investigate?
Ela já marcou logo a parada pra gente poder investigar, né? Nem precisei ir lá na outra pessoa que tava ali. Não dá pra chamar o Chocobo ainda. Aqui dá pra chamar, né?
Good girl.
Au, au, au. Vamos lá.
You there.
Imitação de cachorro muito boa, mano.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Ih,
Get them before they escape.
os caras estavam aqui.
Black Shield. Here.
Tá, vamos.
What are you doing here? What is it you do? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
É isso aí, acertou ninguém. Acertou a última porradinha do cara só. Que merda, viu? Que merda, viu, mano? Pisa, pisa. Vambora. Pô, na moral, eu queria que tocasse a musiquinha lá de Victory do Final Fantasy 16. Depois de todas as batalhas, cara, é muito boa. O jeito que eles fizeram. Pô, muito bom, mas né? Pô, acho que é um dos meus favoritos de toda a franquia, cara. É muito bom, cara. Que isso. Ah, cara, esse jogo é maravilhoso, cara. É difícil citar um ponto negativo desse jogo, né? Quer dizer, tem um. O fato dele provavelmente tá ferrando o DualSense, tá ligado? Acho que depois que eu terminar esse jogo, eu vou mandar um e-mail pra Square exigindo um controle novo. Mas fora isso, pô, o jogo é bom demais, cara. Tipo, eu consigo entender, tá ligado? Tipo, a galera que na hora eu falei, né, que brincando, falando que, eu não consigo entender quem não gosta do jogo. Assim, eu consigo entender a galera que, tipo, que critica coisas dele, o fato dele se distanciar muito de outras coisas de Final Fantasy. Por exemplo, em relação ao próprio enredo, ser bem um pouco mais pesado e mais dark do que a gente tá acostumado. O jogo não tem sistema de parry, né? Não tem isso. Você joga com Clive e de vez em quando entra aí algumas pessoas. No caso, a maior parte do tempo é a Jill. Você não tem controle da tua party, não fica entrando e saindo pro boneco pra você poder escolher. Por exemplo, sei lá, igual acontece no Final Fantasy XII mesmo, que a gente tava jogando em live aí há pouco tempo. Final Fantasy VII Remake mesmo, 7 original também. E os outros games da franquia. É uma coisa um pouco semelhante ao 15, né? Que o 15 você tem... Pelo menos pelo que eu me lembro, faz um tempo que eu zerei o 15, né? Foi em 2019, então faz um tempo. É a última vez que eu zerei ele. E no 15 você tem ali a formação ali dos personagens, você não mexe muito nisso, né? É o Noctis, o Prompton, o Ignis e o Gladius. Não mexe muito nessa formação. Mas é a pare fixa ali, né? Tipo... Esse daqui não tem nem isso, tá ligado? Tipo, é o Clive, o Torgal e boa parte do jogo você tem a Jill ali, né? Você não tem ela nem o tempo todo.
One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Caramba. A missão concluiu, achei que ia continuar, tá ligado? Ok. Bom, o que eu tava falando é que, tipo, eu entendo, tipo, a galera reclamar dessas coisas. Realmente se distancia e muito do que é um Final Fantasy. Mas ainda assim, eu vejo as coisas um pouco além do que isso, né? Eu não sou de ligar muito, tipo, tirando raríssimas exceções. Se um jogo se distanciou demais do que é a franquia, se o jogo for bom. O meu problema é quando fazem isso e o jogo final sai ruim. Vou dar um exemplo, Resident Evil 6, por exemplo. Ele se foge totalmente do que é a franquia, é um jogo totalmente focado em ação, mas o jogo não é bom, o jogo é ruim. Diferente, por exemplo, do Resident Evil 5. E, inclusive, o Resident Evil 5, se pá, talvez seja muita coisa mais da ação do que Resident Evil 6, mas o jogo é bom. Então eu gosto dele. E ele foge totalmente da questão da franquia por ser exatamente um jogo de ação. É um jogo de co-op ali pra você jogar com seus amigos. E eu gosto pra caramba dele. Eu não vejo problema nisso, né? Tipo, dele ser distanciado da franquia. Então eu olho pelo mesmo jeito do Final Fantasy XVI. Ah, é um jogo muito diferente do resto da franquia, ele muda muita coisa e tal, não sei o que, mas o jogo é bom. No final, pra mim, é isso que importa, se o jogo for bom ou não. Então, nesse quesito, sei lá, pra mim é meio que tanto faz. Mas eu consigo entender quem é muito apegado à franquia e preferia que esse jogo aqui talvez não se chamasse Final Fantasy ou se fosse um game spin-off, né? E não um Final Fantasy principal, um Final Fantasy XVI, né? E, por exemplo, eu não vejo tanta reclamação em relação a isso como, por exemplo, o Stranger of Paradise, que também é um jogo que ele foge muito do que é um Final Fantasy, mas ele é um jogo spin-off, né? Ele é um arife ali, um prequel do Final Fantasy I. É um jogo que já muita gente não jogou, né? Principalmente os novos de Final Fantasy. Eu nunca joguei Final Fantasy I, por exemplo, também. Apesar de que eu não me considero um fã absurdo de Final Fantasy. Eu gosto de alguns títulos seletos da franquia, como, por exemplo, Final Fantasy XII. O próprio Final Fantasy VII é um jogo que eu acho muito bom. Final Fantasy XV é um jogo que eu gosto. Final Fantasy XIII. Final Fantasy VI é um jogo muito bom também. Final Fantasy IX. Mas tem muito jogo da franquia que eu nunca sequer encostei, que muita gente fala bem, né? Tipo o Final Fantasy IV, que muita gente elogia bastante. O Final Fantasy IX eu não joguei quase nada, joguei muito pouco.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Então tá, aí marcou. Eu vou pensando em fazer essa daqui de uma vez. Daqui a pouco eu vou ali, vou lá atrás e passo a secundária, vai. Ué?
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Ah, tá basicamente dando uma andada por aqui, talvez eu acho. Bom, ali não tem muito... Ah, tá, ali tem, ó. Ali. Ué? Pega a Clive.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Ali, meu grande amigo.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Tá, vamos lá pra pegar a missão secundária. E aí a gente volta lá pro esconderijo. Eu não vou atrás de nenhum monstro, nenhuma caçada até a Jill voltar pra party. Como eu falei, eu vou esperar. É bom que a gente vai ganhando um levelzinho também, né? Porque tem umas batalhas ali que podem ser relativamente difíceis até. E aí, meu grande amigo, fale comigo.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Ok. Vamos atrás aí do aprendiz do homem. Deixa eu ver. Tá, tô indo pra cá. Ah, é pra cá mesmo.
Where's all the men of the rock?
Lights and pods!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Nossa. Não, totalmente. Eita caralho. Aí lascou, mano. Nossa. Aí é complicado, viu? Aí é complicadíssimo, meu querido. Nossa. Aí eu me arrombei bonito, hein? Nossa. Nossa. Mano, nem... Meu Deus do céu, cara. Olha isso. Não. Ataca ele, Torgon. Ah, aqui definitivamente não é um bicho para enfrentar. Não, sai daí! Meu Deus do céu. Pô, mas vai ficar fazendo isso aí toda hora, ô palhaço. Cara, eu não consegui nem tirar a barra de postura. Nossa, olha o dano que essa merda tira, cara. É muito forte. Ah, que isso? Nossa, tirei a barra agora. Meu Deus do céu. Não, sei lá, tirei um terço, um pouco mais ou menos, da vida dele. Ah, cara, vai palhaçada, cara. Ô, bicho chato do caramba, viu? Nossa, já me arrombei tudo já, mano. Morri. Dá não, filho. O bicho tá com um level muito mais alto do que eu. Não, tentar novamente... Ih, vai tentar novamente brigar, mano. Aí não vai dar muito certo isso aí, não. Isso aí não vai dar muito certo. Não. Vai se fuder. Vambora. Vou vazar daí. É nem saber mesmo. Ô, mano, vambora. Tchau, valeu. Obrigado aí, tá? Pela luta. Tamo junto. Agora eu vou meter-lhe o pé daqui, mano. Pô, tá maluco, rapaz? Ó, gente boa aí. Acho que nem com a Jill na palha estaria, filho. Nossa.
What do you want? The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I?
Sei não, mané.
Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back.
Graças a Deus, né?
What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend, thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away. Farewell!
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Eu vou fazer o flash ali pra, né, evitar. Vai que eu trombo no bicho lá. Tá ligado?
Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Ok, ganhamos uma moeda de Goblin. A gente poder vender, né? Tá. Acabou. Vamos voltar lá, fazer a missão... Entregar a missão principal, né? Let's bora.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Olha, meu mano.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Já conseguimos muitas coisinhas aí.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Batalha. Tem que descer a escada, né?
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Vamos lá, fale com a Helena, silêncio de mid. Ela tá lá embaixo também, porra. O que eu tô fazendo subindo, velho? O cara é burro, mano.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Ok. A missão continua bastante aí, né? Vamos lá. Não tem necessário, vai para... Eu quero ver se eu vou... Não vou fazer fast travel ainda, não. Eu vou ali pra... Quero ver se realmente eu não deixei nenhuma missão faltando. Se eu tiver deixado alguma... Secundária, eu quero dizer, né? É só vir ali, eu acho que, se eu não me engano, aqui a mina... Lá, ela... Não é a mina, né? É o cara ali do lado. Ele sempre fala... Marca se tem missão faltando. Eu acho que eu tô fazendo todas. Opa, tem coisinha nova aí pra nós, né?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts.
Olha, conseguimos 2, caramba. Jornada segura. Tá, vamos pegar aí.
You earned this.
Pouco tempo atrás, uma dama me abordou enquanto eu pegava a rota dourada. E teria sido meu fim no deserto se os maldições não tivessem vindo me socorrer. Devo minha vida a eles. Espero que seja útil pra eles. Valeu, tamo junto. Aí, ó. Muitos dizem que querem mudar o mundo, mas poucos se esforçam pra realmente mudá-lo. Você é uma inspiração pra todos nós. Pô, me deu 800 pontos de habilidade. Caraca.
Here you are.
Aí sim, vagabundo. E tamo quase acabando isso aí, né? É que vai me dar um medalhão e ele vai me dar um meteorito, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu acho que eu já fiz todos, então, mas eu vou dar uma olhada aqui. E realmente eu fiz tudo, né? Eu tô fazendo todas as missões secundárias do jogo, né? Então... Só as caçadas que eu vou esperar um pouco. Talvez as caçadas eu deixe pra fazer no final. Depois que eu zerar o jogo, né? Eu acredito que vai dar pra continuar jogando. Aí a gente faz algumas coisas aí do endgame aí. Ou então quando o jogo, né, sei lá, ele chegar e falar, opa, ponto final aqui, se quiser, volte, faça alguma coisa aí. Tem muito jogo que faz isso, então... Talvez esse daqui faça isso também, né? O próprio Final Fantasy XV, apesar do final lá que vocês estão ligados, ele permite que a gente continue jogando depois, então... Tá, vamos vender aqui. Então eu espero que esse daqui, acredito que esse aqui vai ter o mesmo esquema, né? A gente vai continuar jogando depois. Clive.
So, will it be?
Então ele pelo menos vai criar um save pra gente, né? Essa espada aqui é top, hein? Eu preciso do osso ali, do bicho ali, mas eu não sei aonde que eu conseguiria. Mas top são essa espada, hein? Tá. Vamos fazer essa daqui então.
No scratches, right?
Equipar, sim. E aqui? Esse aqui é o que eu tô usando? Ah, eu tenho que encontrar o bagulho do bicho ali, né? Tem que sentar o bicho na porrada ali pra conseguir. Aqui é a mesma coisa. Ó, pra fazer isso aqui precisa do osso do negócio ali. Aí dá pra melhorar ainda mais aqui. Vamos subir. Show de bola. A espada meio magrinha. Deixa eu vir aqui na Carol rapidinho. Pera aí, Carol, minha querida. Vou comprar outra aqui, nice. Ela não vende, né, a paradinha lá pra nós. Não quer, não. Ah, eu já tenho todos isso aqui. Ah, não tenho. No inventário. Não. Pelo contrário. Aumenta com confrontos normais. Tá. Aumenta a XP em 15%. Ah, isso aqui é uma boa habilidade até, hein? Isso aqui aumenta a quantidade de guilds deixados pelos inimigos em 35%. Eu não tô usando dinheiro, não, mas é uma boa. Diminui o tempo de recarga de contra-ataque em não sei quanto tempo. Diminui o tempo de recarga de não sei o que. Aumenta a quantidade de geração de... Tá, você receber dano. Aumenta a quantidade de geração. Tá. Pô, mas essa daqui do XPzinho eu gostei, hein, cara. Essa daqui é boa, hein. 15%. Não, eu vou olhar primeiro. E essa daqui também é boa. Cadê? Não era essa. Cadê? Era essa, sim? Acho que era essa, né? É boa pra ganhar um XPzinho, hein? Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Tá, habilitou o negócio da missãozinha ali pra gente. Deixa eu vir aqui nos... Nossa. Cadê? Atributos? Não, equipamentos. Olha, eu acho que eu vou trocar essa daqui, ó. E vou colocar uma dela. Eu tô cheio dos negócios aqui que eu nem parei pra poder ver, tá ligado? Aumenta o dano de combo em 5%. Aumenta o dano de cataclismo. E umas boas aqui que eu não parei pra olhar, tá ligado? Talvez tenha umas coisinhas bacanas aqui. Aumenta o poder de cura das poções em 40%. Pô, vou trocar, mané. Aquela ali é melhorada, mano. Opa, cadê? Ó, pô, é o dobro. Quero, busco. Recebo. Diminui o tempo de recarga de não sei. Aumenta a defesa em 30. Aumenta... Tá. Não. Diminui não sei o que. Aumenta ataque em 12. Aumenta dano de ignição. Tá. Não. Aumenta não sei o que. Aumenta o poder de cura das poções em 20. Aumenta o ataque. Quando equipado, o Turgle faz não sei o que lá, né? Esse aqui é o bolado. Obtido em 10%, né? Agora eu tenho aquele que aumenta em 15%. O tempo desacelera, não. Ali. Os anéis que são, entre aspas, de acessibilidade, coisa assim, eles ficam marcados ali, né? Com um símbolo diferente. O resto são só anéis normais mesmo. Isso aqui, por exemplo, não é. Aumenta provavelmente o potencial do ataque a cada esquiva precisa, né? Pô, esse anel aqui é maneiro de ter, tá ligado? Uf. Pô. Aquela ali do negócio da defesa é boa, hein, cara. Mas eu vou deixar assim por enquanto. Tá, e agora eu tenho uns pontinhos de habilidade aí. Dá pra aumentar. Isso aqui faz o quê? Ah, tá, é o... Isso daqui vai deixar ainda... Pô, acho que eu vou aumentar a potência do modo Rage, né, velho? Deixar ele bolado. Eu não sei se aqui aumenta o tempo ou se vai melhorar o bagulho, mas... Vai deixar mais forte, mas eu vou mexer mesmo assim. Isso aqui é o que mesmo? Ah, tá, o bagulho de dar o pulinho, né? Tá com 200 pontos. O que é isso aqui? Ah, tá. Esse daqui é pra ele meter o ataque. Aqui temos os ataques do Fênix. Isso aqui é o quê? Invoca uma tormenta de bolas de fogo que... Mas isso aí eu tenho que equipar? Acho que eu tenho que equipar. Esse aqui eu tenho que equipar? O bagulho do Ifrit? Eu não entendi se eu preciso equipar. É, precisa, né? É. Então, se comprei à toa, provavelmente eu não vou usar, não. Mas show de bola, vai. Vamos fazer o teleporte pra cá. Viajar pra cá. E let's bora.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Tá, vamos lá ajudar. Ah, tá, só eu vim pra cá, né? Aqui eu acabo ficando sempre um pouquinho perdido aqui. Um lugar um pouquinho confuso. Mas tá de buenas, né? Não, pera. Volta. É por cima, né? Aqui. Uma coisa que... Mano, eu já falei isso em alguns episódios, deve ter percebido. Mas, cara, eu não consigo entender quem fala que não acha esse jogo bonito, cara. Tipo... Ah, não, mas ele não tem o potencial next gen, não sei o que. Tá, beleza. Né, se você coloca ele em comparação com outros jogos, existem jogos mais bonitos do que ele, obviamente, né? Sei lá, Alan Wake 2, por exemplo. Mas, cara, o gráfico desse jogo é muito bonito mesmo assim. Eu acho muito lindo. A parte das armaduras, o ambiente do jogo, eu acho lindíssimo. O modelo dos personagens. Pô, eu acho detalhado pra um caramba, cara. Eu acho esse jogo lindo demais. Sei lá... E olha que geralmente eu sou até meio exigente em algumas coisas em relação a gráfico, mas eu olho pra mim cada jogo é o jogo, tá ligado? Tipo, eu não vou cobrar a mesma excelência gráfica de um jogo desse aqui, sei lá, de que outros jogos talvez mais lineares tenham, tá ligado? Com menos ação, ou coisa do tipo. Ou jogos de menor escopo. Obviamente, tem empresas que fazem tudo, fazem os dois. Você pega a Rockstar lá, os jogos delas são super massivos em conteúdo e tem um gráfico e parte técnica absurda. Né, mas, porra, aí é um jogo que demora de 50 anos pra ser feito, custa 500 bilhões de dólares, 500 milhões de pessoas pra fazer o jogo, tipo, pô... Aí demora pra caramba, né? Opa. Sem contar que o desenvolvimento do jogo no Japão e tal é bem diferente do que a gente tá acostumado com o desenvolvimento do jogo ocidental.
The ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Agora aquele negócio das poções lá é realmente muito bom.
Anybody home?
Eita, nós.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Over here!
É, eu que não vou ficar ali, né? Ah, ele aumentou as barras, agora que eu vi. Caramba, aí sim, agora eu fiquei com 4 barras. Esse era o upgrade que eu deveria ter prestado atenção e talvez ter feito antes, né? Mas tá tudo bem, vai. Vai ser muito útil em algumas batalhas contra algumas caçadas ali. Pô, dura bastante agora, hein? Nossa, olha o tanto que uma poção tá me curando agora. Tá curando legal. Defendi na hora certa, filho. Tome.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Opa, vamos upar de level. 33. Aí. Pra falar lá com ela de novo, não? Tá.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that work.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Lá no fundo, não? Aí vai reto mesmo. Ai, ai. O homem é meio burro mesmo, mano. Perdoa nós aí que o cara é meio burro, velho.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Show de bola. Decola com ele de novo.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Pô, que papo, né, mano? Minha esposa, né, cara? Que isso?
Very well.
So
then, what do we need to find?
As ideias, que vai me acompanhar?
Preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very
Ideia.
edible.
Como se eu tivesse outra escolha, né, mano? Como se fosse escolher outra pessoa.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Filhas, é óbvio que eu vou cair nunca. Me tirando, né, mano? Não tem como eu escolher outra pessoa que não seja ela, velho. Pô, tá me tirando, né, mano?
Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread. Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before the dawn.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here. Good day.
How the hell is anyone...
What do you want? If that's what you want, good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Claro.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics.
Ih, lá falando de você,
Nose
velho.
would prick up at the scent of sausages. He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Oh.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Pãozinho.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
Esses dois, cara, que vontade de guardar esses dois no potinho, mano. Proteger do mundo.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Tá, vambora. Ah, tem que falar com a Harpocrates de novo. Eu falo lá com a Mid logo, mas fala com ele primeiro.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, It will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Passei por lá. E dali pelo Blackthorn e a gente vira, né? Dá pra vir por aqui também.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo.
Box de parafuso.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Boca da parafuseta.
This is going to require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Caralho.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Como é que é o negócio?
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Ok. É pra falar com ela ainda?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown.
O jogo em nenhum momento fala quem é a mãe dela, eu acho, né? Filha de Cid, ela é um diário da universidade, de jovem, Bid demonstrou a mesma paixão que seu pai por invenções. O jogo não fala quem que é a mãe dela em nenhum
Searching
momento.
for a land untouched by the
Não
blight.
acho que seja... Não faz sentido ser a... Quer dizer, eu acho que não,
The
né?
worst came to the worst, and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black. We might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling
Eu acho que ela
to.
deve ser... Acho que ela é filha adotiva dele, né? Eu acho que não é...
I want people to sail aboard
Acho que não é filha dele mesmo. É tipo...
lack of it. In a world
A
where
filha
we're
de
not just
sangue
trying
dele,
to
eu quero dizer,
survive,
né?
but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always?
Mas ela é adorável, cara. A Cid é pura fofura, mano. Não tem como.
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her. Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Nosso amigo quer adicionado não pode compartilhar um conteúdo da caixa de clube também não. Seu sobre esforço de uma certa jovem amiga sua. Embora eu acredite que o projeto de senhorita seja valioso Enterprise, as 621 usam autorizados seus estaleiros, não importa quantos desertos estejam. O vosso chegou, meu amigo, pode ser que ele demore muito para que os mestres da guilda batam nossa porta. Por isso que ele escreve esse bilhete. Gostaria de pegar a estrada de seu amigo Gav por uma ou duas luas para que ele possa ficar de olho naquele que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade. Espero que você considere essa proposta, seu tio. Ok.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway? I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Ok. Legado do Cid. Música boa, mano.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Tamanho do homem com a voz fina dessa.
Back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road.
O cara virou coringa, o cara coringou, mano.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad. Get off! Me puff!
O homem coringou, mano. Virou coringa.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Caraca, velho. O homem coringou bonito, mano.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Ok, a missão ainda não acabou. Cara, essa missão tá bem longa, hein? Mas é isso, o vídeo já tá gigantesco, 3 horas já. Então... Espera, a gente termina no próximo aí, a gente continua. Eu vou primeiro vir aqui pro esconderijo, porque aí lá a gente consegue salvar. Eu tô com medo de fazer fast travel ali, tem uma cutscene que pode acabar sendo um pouco longa, né? Agora a Jill tá no grupo, só que a gente não pode fazer lá a secundária, a caça nem nada, porque né, tá tudo bloqueado. Então é isso. Obrigado a todo mundo que acompanhou. Não esqueça de se inscrever no canal. Deixar o like. Meu canal principal tá aí na descrição também. Quem quiser acompanhar as lives na Twitch, pra acompanhar as jogatinas dos games ao vivo aí, em vez de só o VOD. O link também tá aí na descrição. Tamo junto, um grande abraço e a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Falou!